So we're talking to Eugene Han about, taking risperidol and prescription medication when he was a young child, and just our views on what it's like to medicate young kids and using drugs to control their behavior. For me, you were a creative, artistic child. What I saw was a child with a lot of energy and a lot of creativity. So my theory was to get you off these drugs, was to get you into things that you could channel your energy and use your creativity. So that's hence we talked about the sports and all of that, and dancing and drama and all the different things we got you involved in, which seemed to help you. Now, the interesting thing was trying to get you off the drugs, because we did a few trials, and I remember doing that, giving you like a normal, like a sugar pill, to see. I'll give you a sugar pill one day, and then I give you the risperidol the next day, and we tried that for a few, without Eugene knowing, and surprisingly, for a few of the days, you were just normal, nothing happened, you were just, it didn't seem to, you didn't know the difference because we didn't tell you. But the minute you knew that,
I was like, wow, how could you do that, Jacqui?
I because it's been your thing that you held on to for so long. But I just knew.
It wasn't really a thing that I just held on, like, or sorry to interrupt, but like, it's just like something that my parents like force onto me.
Since
like,
you were like 3 or 4.
It's just like some manipulation. Like, you gotta have this, Eugene. Otherwise, like, it's just like a like life or death situation.
Yes,
they made they made such a big deal about it.
Yes.
Like, you must take it at all times, and like I know I was a messed up child. I know I was this dysfunctional kid, but there's just no need to drug your child like that.
I think there's a deeper part to that. It's really getting to know the child and understand the child. And once I started giving you attention and spending time with you, I noticed that there was a lovely person in there that really just wanted love and wanted someone to care about him and wanted to be heard, listened to. So I started to just listen to him and hear what he had in his heart. And you had many ambitions and dreams, and you wanted to have a great life, There was this spirit inside of you that was calling out for help. And I think we made a commitment to get you off the drugs, and that was really fantastic because we eventually got him off it, and it was actually really amazing. And we will share the story of how we got him off in the next episode, because we're going to do a third one, because just the guidelines, because you can't just suddenly stop. You have to target and focus on getting other things for the child to do that can bring out their creativity and make them happy. I remember my husband got you into bodybuilding with him and lifting weights, and that was something that you just loved. I mean,
because like, alright, when you drug a child, right? They take the drugs to compress it, so it's not really natural, and like it's like bodybuilding. Like, people take supplements and inject what's it called? Steroids into their bums, and like to get bigger and stuff. But that's not natural. And the way that Jacqui, the exercise and the methods that Jacqui put me through, it actually helped me in a way that's like really natural. Because like, whenever I take them drugs, I feel like I'm behind bars. But it helped me, but I feel like I'm behind bars. There's something about it. But then the way that Jacqui, like the methods that Jacqui used on me, it actually felt like I was really free. Like, I can do whatever I want. And also it was such a good way to like let out like my personality and like set myself free.
Yes.
And it's like a perfect way to like control my anger, control my stress. I didn't have bipolar, did I? Like,
well, that was part of the diagnosis, but I didn't believe any of that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, though. I think your belief system is such a big part of this. You really need to know that. Because I just saw your potentiality. I said, this kid is a genius. He's got so much rage and energy. He should be an actor.
Exactly.
It didn't need the drugs. It's just channeling that creativity is what I saw. And and listening to you, that made a big difference. Because, spending time with you, and you would just talk and talk and talk about a lot of painful things, and I would just listen and make no judgment. And I loved just listening to your stories and that started to see changes. And another thing we did too, we got you into a youth group, and that was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's what Jacqui did. Like she did all these errands. She went she brought me to youth group, churches, programs for kids on holidays.
English language. Remember we did how to speak properly.
Like she done so much for me, and like the activities that she put me through, it was pretty much like a natural medicine.
Yes.
In a way that I can express myself. Like when I'm in the gym, I obviously pump weights, and when you pump weights, you release a lot of stress.
Yes.
And it's pretty much the same goes for anything like we do in life. And
absolutely. And yes, so we were able to wean Eugene off by a progressive method, which a lot of people know about, that you'd slowly wean someone off. And I did a few experiments to see if you would lose your temper at school, because he used to get into trouble at school a lot. But I realized that his actual personality was probably just a high vibe personality, creativity, full of energy. So it wasn't really the drugs that he needed. He needed to learn how to control his own natural behavior and how to deal with his anger. So we started to work on natural ways to deal with your anger, and that worked. And then, weaned you off a little bit, one day on, one day off, and we could see that. And then one day you just lost your temper and you were on risperidone. So I said, it's not the drug, because the day before you weren't on it and you were all right, and now you were still on it and you lost the temper.
Here's the thing, like people with ADHD, like it's not a bad thing.
It's not.
It's not a bad. It's a good thing, and it also depending on like the upbringing of that child and the people that child surround themselves with. Like if you're gonna be negative and not gonna have faith in that child, obviously that child is gonna turn into crap. But if you have so much faith in that child and spend so much time with that child and actually try to find ways to fix that child, to understand
and to love
and nourish
that child.
and just nourish that child.
Nourish that child, yes.
Like with care, with love and everything, every single vibe on your body, and you see the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we're talking to Eugene Han about his 4 years of living with me and how he was able to transform his life. He's an amazing young man. He himself is an inspirational speaker and just a contribution to society, and have a story to tell that can touch all our hearts. And it's really great that we can be on the couch and bring stories like this. We'll do one more session, Eugene, of where you're at now and what your goals and dreams are for the future. So tune in next week for Magnificent Monday, where the final chapter, and we continue to share the story of Eugene Han. Yeah. Yes, I see you guys. I love you, and see you next Monday.